Hey Yvonne, I wanted to just walk through really quick how I build an app in PowerApps. I thought it'd be useful to send you a little video. So I'm doing this just kind of off the cuff, so I might stumble over my words a couple times, but bear with me. So at Benton County, we have a organizational contract with Microsoft, and so we can add this PowerApps program, which is an online program for making organization-wide apps. And there are lots of ways to make different apps, and the easiest way actually is to just start from data right here. So what I did was I took your logic model and the activities and outputs, because the outputs correlated really well with the kind of data you might be collecting in your interactions, and I put that into a Google Sheets spreadsheet so that I can link to it through PowerApps. And so I have the ID in case you want to track any sort of information about the people you're working with. It could be an anonymous ID, the outreach worker, peer referral, site type, needle exchange data, date and time, etc. And to make the app, it's incredibly easy. You actually can just start from data. And then I'm going to use that Google Sheets that I just showed you, Yamhill Needle Exchange. And I do connect, and now it's going to build the app for me all on its own. And there we go, there's our app. It has 3 screens. It has a browse screen which shows all your interactions, a detail screen which I won't worry about, and the edit screen which is where you add information. So the default when an app is made is to make all of these text boxes. So if you wanted to use the app, this is what it would look like on your phone. You create a new item and then you can put in information like, did you do a CD referral? Did you do a CD test? What was the date and time? Maybe 12:30 p.m. on 1/7/2019 or something like that. Some more information, and then you hit the check mark, and it takes you back to the browse screen, and then you can see that interaction. And if you go to the details screen, it can show you everything. Now the thing about the app is it does do a very basic layout for you. Everything's a text box, which is not very convenient, but what you can do is you can change these. So CD referral, it's really asking, did you make a referral? So you don't need a text box just to write yes, and so instead you can insert a checkbox. Sorry here, that's more options. So as you can see, it takes a little bit of work, but now I have a checkbox. So if instead of having to type yes, I can just hit that checkbox, and then when I add it, it says true, and this true refers to having done a CD referral. So what I did is I went ahead and I took this basic app and I made some changes to that edit screen. So now it's kind of laid out the way one of your outreach workers might see. You have a drop-down menu to pick who the worker is. The date and time is automatically populated. I recorded this at 2:10 p.m. on today the 17th. You can choose, is it a mobile site or a stationary site? Did you make a referral to peer services, treatment services? How many needles did you give out? How many needles did you return? Did you do any CD tests? Did you make a referral? And then this is the automatically generated ID that's just based off of the timestamp. So it's just allowing you to track unique people a little better without actually identifying who they are. And now when I hit the checkbox, there's worker and date time. And so if you add another one, you can see this is now 2:11 p.m. because it's a minute later. And it's added here to the browse screen, and it's also saved here in the Google Sheets with the ID, the worker, and the other information. So that's how you would do the app, and you can add a lot more functionality to make it run a little more smoothly, but that's the basics. And I would be happy to work with you guys to develop an app. If you happen to use Microsoft PowerApps, I can write it, save it, and send it over to you, and you can load it into your Yamhill organization account. So I'll stop the video here.